Hello, and welcome back to Sim Airport, the game where we pretend to be an airport manager. We have two gates here, A1 and gate B2, B1. We have two security people here. The people are going to walk in this way and they're going to finish everything and then they're going to exit this way. That's the plan so far. So let's see how this goes. At 3 o'clock, within an hour, we're going to have the first passengers coming in. We've made a couple of changes. Let's see if the flow is improved marginally, greatly, how greatly. Let's see. We don't know. Right. So as you can see, this game is a very. It's a lot about your imagination. You have to imagine all these people. Like you can see these little dots running around, but then it comes down to this. There's not any there's not any view changing here. I can't change the view. I can probably zoom in and then it becomes like really pixelated, the graphics, and then you come back up. So yeah, you just need to let your imagination run wild. Right, passenger satisfaction is increasing. We have very low values for boredom, low values for frustration. That's good. So the green is what we need to focus on. Environment is very poor. So rest and bladder is fine. Hunger is okay because of the vending machines that we put there. Thirst is fine. Information is not so good because they're not getting much information. So I guess environment is the biggest thing right now. But then boredom and information is also following suit very fast. So how do you get rid of boredom? We can have ourselves a little arcade where they can go in and they can play games. So an arcade needs a 4x4, which should be fine over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an exit here, a two-door wide exit, and then the rest of it is going to be an arcade. Right, so let's go to foundation and let's see how big this is going to be. This is going to be 10, so let's make this 10 as well. Which will give me how much in the middle. So that's 3 gone here, 3 gone there. So that'll be a 7x7 in the middle, I am guessing. It should be fine. It should be big enough. That should not be a problem. So let's quickly wait for them to finish this. And then we can have ourselves. So this will be. Actually, it'll be a 5x5. It's not going to be a 7x7. What kind of stupid ass math did I just do? I'm supposed to be good at math. I'm actually not good at math, but I'm supposed to be. I actually want to extend this wall. Just like, let's extend this wall a little bit so that I can push these gates over here. Because that's kind of like irking me. And then we can build a wall over here. Although that would mean that this would get hampered. Maybe till here and then come down here. Oh, I'm going to have these two here, right? So this is going to be the extent of my wall. So I need a wall to come up this way. That should be fine. Shouldn't it? It should. So nonetheless, we leave 2 spaces here for people to walk, and then let's build ourselves a wall over here. So they're not building it now here because you don't have a wall here. So the system's like, really? No. So, but otherwise things are working pretty fine, actually. So leave 2 over here and then till here. Yeah. Things are working pretty fine. It's not so bad. Our customer rating is improving, which is good. So we have a wall coming here and a wall coming here. So then this becomes our arcade, and then we can put 2 doors here for people to walk through from here to here. So let's go into door. Let's get them sexy sliding doors. Put them up here, and let's get the magic of windows. Let's make this a completely glass room. I want to extend the walls here, so I'm not going to change much there. Let's put a couple of windows over here. One here, here, two here, one here, one here. Now they did tell us that they wanted more information. So let's go and get ourselves a flight info board. One here and one here should be fine. Now when they walk in here, there is no flight info board again. So it might serve us well to have a big flight info board over here as soon as they walk in. We can have two, but the airport is pretty small, so I guess one is enough. Right? And of course we can get ourselves a flight kiosk as well, which basically shows them a map of where they're supposed to go. So they come in, they can see where the flight is. If they need any more help, they can come up here and then they can see that. So all that's going to be really good for us. Let's continue building our arcade by putting in more walls over here and over here. And I'm going to make all of that glass shortly. Let's floor this baby. Do we want this? Do we want, let's try this. Let's try, no, actually, let's keep it uniform. Let's get this floor over here, and over here. That's not necessary there. Might be wasting some cash over there. So let's cancel this project and then go to floor 7. Put some floor here. Let's quickly go down to dismantling this. And yeah, that's about it. Let's get a door over here. That's how it is. So then let's get ourselves 2 doors. Should we get ourselves 2 doors? Like as soon as they finish security? No, let's get 2 doors over here. Let's go again to the floor. No, wait. We need to dismantle this. And we need to get ourselves another wall. Actually, we can get ourselves a window. So we can put ourselves, oh, it needs to be on a wall, doesn't it? This game is picky sometimes. It makes sense. I mean, windows go on walls. So yeah, that sure makes sense. Let's get more floors here. And another window over here. Right. Now it's time for making the arcade. So let's go in here. Make this our arcade. It needs an arcade game at least. So let's get a couple of these going over here. So we can get 1, 2. That's a huge game. 3. 4. 5. Right. So we've got an arcade up and running, and people are really interested because their boredom comes down when they use the arcade, which is good. Let's move these exit gates a little bit. So let's dismantle them and then go back here, get them exit gates. Right, see now this is a tiny little glitch that we have. So I don't want to fix it now. I want to fix it only at night, which reminds me, let's go to the staff overlays. So the staff overlay basically helps you to plan schedules. So let's have a schedule here that says late. So this is going to be the late schedule, which means when we don't need people working, we don't have to call them in. So actually we don't need people here. We don't need any of our staff to come in before 3, because that's when the first passengers are going to come in. and pretty much the last passengers are going to leave here, but let's give them 1 more hour. Maybe there's a delay, something like that. And let's go to security and let's do the same thing for them. And from here till here, actually this is, I mean, they could have made this a little better so you can see everything on one page, but this is a little bit, you need to do it this way. You need to go till here, and then the last half an hour is sometimes not taken care of, so you need to go there and then fix that and whatnot. And then we have the janitor, Jan Itor, Dr. Jan Itor. Right, so we've got just one janitor, so that's, I mean, we probably should get one more. So we can go down here again and we can go to the janitor and get one more. Let's go back into the overlays. Let's select late. So it shows late here. Whatever is shown here is the thing that you're trying to do. So there's one person here. That's good. We don't need, so let's go to staff. We don't need 2 check-in desks here. Just in case of emergencies, we need 1. So let's close this. Actually, let's have this open. Let's close this. And then all the gates. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go down to security. We don't need 2. So let's deselect these. So we have just 1. And then we go to retail. We don't need you. We don't need you. And there's no chef anyway, so there's no problem. And then we go to the janitor. I guess there's just 1, so that should not. We did assign another one, didn't we? Yeah. He's not there yet. So once we run the game for a little bit and he joins us the next hour, it'll probably show up. My God, these people are strict with respect to time, aren't they? Oh, it still shows 1. Is that it? Is that what's happening? Yeah. So let's go to daytime and make this 2. So during the day there are 2, and then at night there's just 1. So there's a little baggage man. So he's carrying Sven Langer is carrying the baggage from the ticketing office, and he'll go to the plane and then he'll load it in. Right, so let's quickly go in and see how our profit and loss is going. We don't have any loans at the time being, but our credit worthiness is still poor. Our value is pretty low. We have revenue adjustments of 266,400. I guess that's the passengers who left us. Oh, we can't see the profit and loss or the cash flow because we need a CFO for that. Maybe it's time for us to do that. Let's go and unlock finance so we can get some reporting with respect to the profit and loss statement. Now the big money in this game, the big money for the airports actually comes from us selling fuel. So that should be our primary focus. Our primary focus should be how can I sell more fuel. Right, so this is annoying me a little bit, so I'm going to dismantle these 2 walls. The last flight is gone, so there shouldn't be an issue. And maybe we don't need 2 security gates. Actually, it's alright. Can be that. That's not going to irk me as much. Right, so we need to expand, and one way for us to expand is for us to get more terminal space here, so we can add 1 more, or we can actually have a bus which goes in here, but that could actually end up costing us much more. So I am very interested to see how much money we make. In the meantime, I think it might be a good idea to quickly build an office. So let's go here and see if we have stairs. We should have stairs. We have stairs going up. That's good. We can go up here, which is fine. So that is going to open up this place. So once it opens this up, we can have like a tiny little office here for the CFO so that we can see those numbers coming up. For the time being, we'll just let it be. We'll see how it runs. We can see that daily estimated cash flow is around $1,000, which is very less, very less. But it's gone down to $900. So yeah. So we actually pay for every single bus which comes down here to drop our passengers off. 902 is not a lot of money. I'll tell you why it's not a lot of money. Because if we go here and go to the management staff and we go to the CFO, you can see that we need to pay him 12,500. We need to pay him 375 per hour. So that is a substantial amount of money that we need to pay him. So that's what happens. You push up your expenses because of management, and then you are forced to, like add more so that you can make up for it. I don't think I broke even until I came to until I was in, I think it was day 100 or something. Of course, I did some really stupid things, like in the initial playthrough, that is. I borrowed a lot, and I thought that every month it was basically taking money towards my principal as well, but then it wasn't. It was only paying back my interest. So I was like, what's happening? There's something wrong. It's like, you should be paying it off. Why is it not paying it off? But yeah, we've got a sweet deal going on here because every time a plane lands, so I think I could quickly show you guys that. So if you go to the operations control panel, you can see how our pricing goes. So our pricing is basically for runway usage, we charge them 400. We can push this up to 500. That should not be a problem. And for terminal usage, we charge $10. We can push it up to 25 because we've got 88% here. We've got 55% here. That's fine. They're not going to run away because you increased it a little bit. Now that would increase our cash flow substantially because we have 100 people coming in on every single flight that we have, don't we? So that's going to be a lot of money for us, for all the passengers who come in. So yeah, and they're buying in retail. So whatever they buy in retail, that's good for us as well. Right, so there's a lot of things we can do to upgrade ourselves. One very quick remedy we can do is we can go and upgrade our runway. We can add some runway lights to it. Now when you do this, PM flights become available to you. So as soon as we do this, we can go in and we can get PM flights. But we need to extend the work timings of our people so that people can move faster. As you can see now, we are pretty well set, right? There's no queue here. There's only going to be a queue here when people are boarding the flight, but that you can't do anything for that. Like, that's just how it is. That's just how it works. So that's that, I guess. But yeah, otherwise we can actually do some other things. You can build more gates and you can keep expanding that way. So that is definitely one thing. More people you have coming in, it's better for you because you have more people in your airport who are bored, who'll use the arcade, who'll buy some newspapers, who'll buy food, they'll buy drinks. And I can see that we need another vending machine. because that could really increase our money flow. So let's get another drinks vending machine over here and a food vending machine over here, which we'll start seeing more people here. So this shop is earning something. It's not earning a lot. I'm not too keen on this. Actually, today's revenue was $670. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So we're expected to earn 902. Are the runway lights done? Yes, the runway lights are complete. Good. So now we can get PM flights. So let's do that then. Let's jump in here and we have PM open. Yay! So we need 4 flights. So let's get the 737 here. That was the 737, right? No, this was where we got the 737. Let's get not the beach, not the CRJ. A320 is good, right? A320 is 150. That's good. And that's it. Oh yeah, this is the other thing. This is the other annoying thing. After we get 10 flights, we are supposed to... Let me actually put it down here. So it goes till 7. So it's basically telling us that we need a control tower over here so that you can get more than 10 flights. But let's quickly go into schedule, and for the staff, let's push this back. Let's get the daytime and push this back to 9, 6, 7, 8. So 9 should be 1 hour after. That's fine. For security, let's push this back to 9. And then for the retail workers, we don't need the retail workers. Let's, the late night flight, not have any retail. I am fine with that. Actually, we can reduce more cost if we have them come to the same gate, and then we just extend this person to be after that, I guess. Or no, let's just keep it like this. That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's not a problem. I guess it's not a problem. Hope it's not a problem. This is still 20, right? So I have them working till 21. Yeah, so that's all right. That should be fine. But anyway, those guys are not going anywhere. It's just these people. We don't have standby yet, so I mean it's actually not such a big deal. We can get an ATC. We get an ATC, immediately our bank balance is going to go down. So it says that we're going to earn 5,422, which is good because it means we can get ourselves a office here. So let's go to foundation again and let's build ourselves an office. That will be 2 cells, 3 cells. So we can have a 3x3 office here. That's 1, 2, 3. So you know what? Go crazy. Let me have a big, actually cancel that. Let me get a big office for you. Do I want to though? Do I want to? As soon as you walk in, sure, why not? We're saving cost right now anyway. So let's get a different kind of floor here. Maybe some wooden floors for the office area. That would be nice. So I want to dismantle this And do I want to dismantle? I can just have a door here for him to get into the office. Although I should be planning ahead, shouldn't I? Right, so let's dismantle this. And let's go to office. And let's see how small of an office I can build for this guy. So I can just have like a table here. And we can have like a chair here. And that should be good. So he gets one more extra space here where he can put anything he needs. So let's get a wall quickly over here because the office needs to be enclosed, and let's get him a door over here. And then what we need is the floor. So he said wooden floors, he'll give you wooden floors. Take it. Take them wooden floors. You have no windows at all. That's sad. So let me get you a window here so you can look out to your right. Right, with that done, let's quickly go down here and hire ourselves a CFO. So this will shortly become the CFO's office. Right now it's just the office, but within 1 hour when he comes and joins us, it becomes the CFO office. Now this gives us some interesting stuff. It opens up the credit report, which we can't see because we need to unlock it, but we can see the profit and loss. Surprise, surprise, we are losing 19,000 so far, but 21,000 of that goes towards material. So I am kind of happy because the material is what we use to build up all of this. So it's not an operating expense. It is just an expense which is a one-time expense, so it's fine. So next month, if I don't spend that amount of money, I am going to make a profit of at least 2,000. 2,000 is a good profit, which means I could get the control tower. Where is that? Tower, is it? ATC tower, it's called. So ATC tower cost me 30,500 to build, but it definitely will cost me something to operate. Let's get down one level, and if I build this, I can get 2 more flights, which could be a decent amount of money. So sure, why not? That is the question, isn't it? We have to do it anyway at some point of time. So the thing is, I think we will definitely go ahead and borrow some loans, but in the meantime, let's have a look at which of these. So do we have 10? No, we've got just 4, right? So no point getting that. 12 flights scheduled, have runway with wind resistance of 15 knots. This has wind resistance of 12 knots. So I guess for 15 knots we need to build something extra. We need 1 rep for 3 airlines. We're not getting any reps anyway. Accept a new loan to finance construction, build an office and assign it to a CFO. So we've already finished that. We are going to get a loan, so might as well accept this. Airport efficiency, research, technology, and have PA system. Alright, maximizing profits. CFO, net profit, end of day. Alright, we can do both of this. So net profit end of day is a question because we have the ATC now for which we need to pay. Again, 51,000 has gone towards material, so that's fine. That's not a problem for us. What I'm really interested in getting is to get the fuel going, because that makes you a lot of money. It's a lot of front cash that you have to put for the fuel, but you get good rewards. It's really good. It's really good, guys. Trust me on that. Now on that note, I'm going to put a quick cut in this video. So see you soon. Take care now. Bye bye then.